So people often ask, how do you know when to use ink and when to use paste when using our product? The answer is quite simple. If you're using a fabric or if you're using something that has to be heat set, something like a mug or a bowl or something that needs to be heat set, you're going to use ink. For everything else, you're going to use paste. Today, I'm going to actually do an ink project because I don't know why people are sort of kind of afraid of ink. So I'm going to do an ink project from beginning to end, and I'm going to show you step by step how to use this product. This is what you're going to need. I'm doing a shirt, so obviously you're going to need a shirt. You're going to need a transfer. You're going to need some ink. You're going to need a squeegee. You're going to need an ink mat. You are going to need some parchment paper. And you're going to need some kind of way to heat set your project. I am using my handy dandy little travel iron. You can use a heat press or an easy press, whatever you have available. Another thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use a shirt ruler. I don't always use these. Normally I eyeball my project, but because I'm making this shirt for someone else, I am going to use a shirt ruler so that I can find the center and make sure to start it at what people consider the appropriate spot. Although you can put your design wherever you want it. First things first, I'm going to take my shirt and I am going to insert the ink mat. Now I know I showed you this mat. This is a 17 by 17 ink mat. But what I did with mine, to make it easier to work with, is I cut mine. Because, you know, it's so much easier to get it in this shirt than trying to get that big mat in here. And all you're going to do is stick this ink mat inside your shirt. And the reason being is it keeps the ink from going through to the back of the shirt. It also holds your fabric in place while you are inking. So let's just stick this in here. I usually just fold it in half, stick it up in here like this, and then open it up. That makes it so much easier to get it in there. Then I'm just going to straighten my shirt out and put this mat up in there. Now, I do not iron my shirts before I do them. I do not wash them before I do them. I just simply stick them in there. All right, now that I have my shirt situated, I'm just going to straighten it out on my mat. Make sure there's no wrinkles or bubbles or anything like that that's going to mess up my ink. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my shirt ruler, and I'm going to place it center of the shirt, and I go by the tag that's in the collar. So I'm just going to place it right there to make sure that I put my transfer where I want it to be. Now normally I would fuzz my transfer if I was doing like a picture frame or some wood or something. I would fuzz my shirt, which simply means taking my transfer, sticking on here, lift it a few times to pick up some of that fuzz so that my transfer won't be too sticky. But when using fabric, you really do want your transfer to stick. So I don't fuzz when I'm doing fabric. Also, I'm going to put on the back of this transfer backer sheet the word back. And the reason I do that is because these transfers are very sticky. And you want to make sure when you put them back on the backer sheet, because they are reusable, so after you clean them, you're going to put them back on the backer sheet. You want to make sure you put it on the correct side. Otherwise, it's going to stick really well, and you probably want to have some issues trying to get it off again. I'm going to get my transfer off of here. The name of this transfer is Explore Your World. This is our July Club Couture. Club Couture is our monthly subscription plan. If you would like to know more about Club Couture, just say in the comments, Club, and I will get back with you. And I'm just going to center this on my shirt.